Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin. I am here for a little tarot read for you today. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards momentarily. But before I dive right in, I just wanted to share some messages that Spirit was giving me as I started to tap into this collective, this kind of group of energy, if you will. And right away, as I tapped in, I saw in my third eye, my mind's eye, really, really beautiful, like turquoise ocean waves, just kind of like rippling in, rippling out. And it felt very, very, it brought this huge wave, this sense of peace. And I also was picking up in this sense of solitude. Let me fix my camera, it's a little off center. So that might be significant for you. Maybe you are going to be doing some traveling here. Maybe you're taking like some kind of solo trip where you're going to kind of disconnect from the 3D reality as it stands right now, and you're just kind of going to be with yourself, to be, I just keep hearing to be in solitude. So that might resonate. At any rate, take these messages really with a grain of salt. Listen to your own intuition. Use your discernment. Anything that doesn't feel like it's vibrationally in alignment with you and your own frequency, then that is likely not a message meant for you. This is a collective reading, right? So there'll be little tidbits in here that hopefully reaches the people that it's intended for. Yeah. So with that being said, let's shuffle the deck and pull a few tarot cards. But yeah, you could also take that message with like the turquoise water, as that's often, turquoise is usually my symbol, my color for the throat chakra. So you very likely have been doing some significant, Queen of Swords as I split the deck. So confirmation that you've likely been doing some very deep throat chakra clearing and activation. This is bringing you in greater alignment with your truth. You're shedding the layers of yourself one layer at a time, likely dropping, wow, Ace of Swords kind of flipped out as I was shuffling. So another confirmation that you are discovering who the true you really is. If you're like me, you likely have had to wear a lot of masks growing up in your life. You quite literally probably felt very disconnected to your true authenticity, of fear, of just being scared to show who you really are to the world, to your family, to your friends, because a lot of us are still walking around wearing these kind of masks, these hats that other people have placed us in, these boxes that society likes to place people in, just to be able to kind of very clearly define who each one person in their reality is. But this is really, and as I said, that 333 on my timer. So yeah, this is a period of you expanding outside of those masks that you've worn for likely a long time, and really clearing the way, clearing your throat chakra, I'm hearing, to be able to speak your truth, to get it out in the open, shamelessly. Ace of Wands, as I say that. So yeah, as you peel back the layers of yourself and really start to uncover what brings you joy, what lights you up, what brings passion into your life, the puzzle pieces will start to fall into place for you. Yeah? Temperance card. You are a walking earth angel. Yeah? And a lot of those experiences that you had in the past of dimming your own light to make other people feel comfortable, or maybe to meet other people where they are out of an act of like compassion or empathy, you likely are a very highly sensitive individual. Just know that those experiences, it wasn't karma, it was you needing to go through that process of not having a voice so that you can get to this place where you are in your life now to be able to speak up for yourself, but also like speak up for injustices that you're seeing in the world. This is a time of you really coming into alignment of who, what your purpose is, what your divine purpose is, and who you intended to be in this lifetime before you even got here. Yeah. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. So the more you can unmask, and Two of Cups coming out. So this also, there's maybe a smaller portion of this collective. Definitely not for everyone. So take this message if it resonates. But I do get the sense that you have a divine counterpart with the Two of Cups coming out. You do have a divine counterpart coming into your life. This likely is a romantic partner, but it very well could be like a friend, a soul sister, I'm hearing soul brother. Part of your soul tribe, your soul family is coming in. So the more you can lead with that authentic voice, your authenticity, the more you'll welcome in those types of people into your life, and the more you'll be able to attract abundance into your life. So I am getting the sense that in the past, you were likely afraid to speak up, to raise your hand. I'm getting this like visual of a young child in the classroom, like afraid to raise their hand even if they know the answer, afraid to correct people when they were wrong, afraid to set boundaries. So yeah, this is very, very tied to your throat chakra and speaking your truth and accepting your divine authenticity. I'm also, as I'm staring at this Temperance card, see that really, really beautiful blue water. Yeah, so that turquoise might be a stone, a crystal that you're, that may be helpful for you at this time. If you don't already have turquoise, that might be something that would be helpful for you, healing for you. Maybe it's a stone that you've been working with already. Ace of Cups coming out. This, coupled with the Ace of Wands, is a sign, a symbol for you that you're so divinely protected. Your spirit team is with you, walking this path with you, even if it feels like you're alone, and justice will be served. So the more you can step into your authenticity and dissolve the fear around speaking up for yourself, or maybe using your voice, the more you'll be able to welcome in these really beautiful divine gifts from the universe, from your spirit team. 8 on the timer as I say that. So yeah, a very abundant time. And it's tied with speaking your truth, finding your authentic voice. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, King of Cups is coming out in reverse. So you've very likely been doing a lot of emotional clearing out, I'm hearing. So a lot of those kind of denser emotions like fear, like anger, maybe even some grief for some of you have really, really been pouring out of you lately. You likely have been feeling very emotional. And it could even be like the simplest thing makes you cry, like a cat video online or something. But that is really you kind of allowing those feelings, those uncomfortable feelings and those denser emotions to bubble up to the surface to release them. So this is truly a period of healing for you, of clearing out so that you can make way for new. And with the sun at the bottom of the deck, yeah, that is a beautiful confirmation for you that brighter days are ahead. This is quite literally the most positive card in the deck. So it's coming out for you. Yeah. 6 of Cups. So I do, with this card, I do get the sense of like inner child healing is kind of where you're at right now in your shadow work process you've been doing. And if you haven't done that yet, that might be something that really will help you. Like go into, maybe this is something you meditate on, of Go to an experience you feel like you're holding on, and allow your higher self to kind of show you what that experience might be. This very likely could be something that you've suppressed for a long time, especially if there was a traumatic event or events. But allow yourself to go there, because the more you suppress and the more you push down, that doesn't actually allow those denser feelings to release, right? You're just kind of storing them away, hiding them away beneath the surface, but they're never really going away. So this is your period of clearing out some of those like skeletons in your closet. And what's interesting is I was tapping in earlier, Spirit was giving me the visual of, when like I'm thinking of this because I'm laughing because this happened to me quite a bit when I was younger, but I would let my bedroom get really, really dirty, like very messy, to the point where like my parents, I'm sure at some point were like, girl, we gotta like clean this up. And then I'd have to pull everything out. Like I'd have to clear out all the clothes that were laying on the ground, things that were fallen, from in my closet. And you kind of have to go through it all and let it get a little bit messier. It'll feel a lot more disorganized and tumultuous for a little bit. Chaos is coming to mind before it can get better. So this is your process of clearing things out, kind of sorting through it one by one so that things can start to feel a little bit more orderly and put together and like sifted through. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Two of Wands as I split the deck. So this is your time to explore what those denser feelings feel like in your body. Where are you feeling it? Do you feel your jaw clenching? Do you feel butterflies in your stomach? Do you feel your head starting to throb? Like, how does that start to play out for you in the physical? Because those will be your signs of like, okay, something is coming up here and I should listen to this. Yeah, like listen to your physical body, because it's actively speaking to you and it's actively giving you messages that will help you on your healing journey. So you quite literally have all of the answers that you need within you. You don't really need to look outside of yourself to find healing. And maybe that is something that you do decide to do. You might contact or work with a healer, a shaman, someone to do a live tarot reading for you that's personalized. Maybe it's Reiki that you're seeking out. So I'm not saying don't seek out help if you feel like you would need it, if that's what your higher self is offering you right now or suggesting for you, then that might be very well something that you look into. But this is all to say, like, you don't need to look outside of yourself to find healing. You can quite literally heal yourself by listening to the body, by going within. Focus on the space in between your thoughts and notice what bubbles up for you in those moments. I'm not telling you to shut your brain down and never think again, because your brain has an important function, right? It's never going to turn off, so long as you're alive in this physical human body. But you're learning how to work with the mind to decipher messages that come through. So start to quiet down and just kind of notice what comes up. And those will be messages that might take a little bit of decoding, a little bit of wrestling with, and maybe you'll need to get those messages several times before it finally clicks into place. But they will. Yeah. Spirit is so proud of you. This work is so important. This is your life's work, I'm hearing. This is quite literally why you decided to come here at this time. To cleanse yourself of this baggage that you've been carrying with you from lifetime to lifetime. It's like a big, big karmic shift. And this is your time for all the lifetimes to clear things out. Once and for all. Once you release it, that is a lesson that very likely, if it's fully been healed, will no longer continue to come up for you. And you'll notice it in just the way that you react to people, or if you feel triggered or not. If something continues to trigger you, then it's something that is not yet healed. Yeah. I'm going to pull a few cards from this Moonology Oracle deck that I was feeling called to use today. So let's see what other messages, spirit, confirmation, signs, symbols that I can share with this collective while they're on their healing journey. Let's see. What wants to come forward? Ooh. Wow, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, so you're doing a lot of work. Your commitment is being tested right now. So if you feel like, there are triggers that have not triggers, that's not the right word. If there are shadows that have been coming up that you feel like, I thought I healed this already, I thought I looked into this, it's coming around as a kind of a final push, a final test for you to fully release whatever it is that's still, you're kind of still clinging on to. Yeah, there's likely a little bit of residue I'm seeing in my mind's eye of just like things that need to fully be cleared out so that you can fully move on from them. Take time to breathe out and notice how like turquoise this card looks. So yeah, coming back to that message I received earlier of this might be a time for you to find solitude, to be by yourself. Maybe it's for an hour, you go on a walk by yourself and just like get out of the house. Or maybe it really is like a solo trip that you take, a group meditation class that you sign up for, or some kind of like course. Whatever it is, you're taking the time to separate yourself from all of these roles that you play in your daily life, like separate yourself from being a mom for a moment, and a wife or a husband or a partner or whatever it is, whatever roles and responsibilities that you lead in your day-to-day life. Step away from those for a moment and give yourself the time to like fill your own cup. And that's going to require a little bit of quiet time, some solitude, some time to go inward. Surrender to the divine, and conclusions are within reach. So clarity is going to come forward the more you're able to step into your divine truth, the more you're able to honor your authentic self as you discover and learn what that is, who you are at a soul level. The more you're going to be able to step into this chapter as like the newest version of yourself. You likely won't recognize yourself after all of this healing work that you're doing. So I am beyond proud of you, impressed by you, in honor of you. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy with me, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Thank you.